One shot. Let's begin. Watashi wa Futotte Imasen kara Toho do Shunji. I am not fat, okay? By Norizo. Translate upload by Angie Yen Scans and Angie Yen. I'm not too familiar with Tojo, but we're familiar with Tojinshi. Anyways, let's read and react begin. I'm pretty sure Toho is like a shooting fighter thing, and I'm guessing this is what they shoot, um, or what they shoot out of with these eyeballs, and look at all these little delectable desserts and snacks and everything. Let's begin, everybody. Mm-mm-mm.
Squish, squish. Oh, how curious. Ain't that Satori? Long time no see. You're usually secluded in the palace of us spirits. What are you doing out here? That's a bit rude, isn't it? Even I take a walk now and then. That said, you've got quite a bit fatter since we last seen each other. What? You say that, but haven't you rounded out quite a bit yourself? That orange meals was so delicious, I ended up. As for me, Yuki's invited me to drink every single day. It's all her fault. But, well, squish, plop. Right now, you're thinking I'm skinnier than her. Did you just read my mind? I don't even need to read it to know that. Well, now I'm going to read your minds. Whoa! Wait! Stop that! Ho ho ho! So you've reached the 70s. Ho ho ho! Well, then, compared to me, you're completely. No. Voluptuous, even. Ho ho ho! Oh, cut it out! You're the worst! Sis was 69 kilos just before. So she's only a bit larger than Posse. Koishi. Okay, it's this one. But since you've gained a bit after that, maybe you two are around the same size. Then you're not that far from me. No, I'm not big enough to be fat, so that makes me skinnier. Right. If you factor in height, I'm the skinnier one. Shut it, Butterballs. Butterballs? If you two are so worried about your figure, well, oh, it's a different person. Oh, okay. Let's see. If you two are so worried about your figures, why not diet together? Or are you planning on putting on even more weight? Of course not. Let's see. Bring it on. I'll get back to my old way faster than you. Huh? I'm dropping the weight first. They sure get along well. I like to see you try Blubber Bridge. Translator's note reference to Parsi Mizuhashi's name. Excuse me? Girls are now slimming. Daily exercise. Strict dieting. No. Girls are now measuring. Plush, doughy. That's straight. Shock, she's eating like crazy. Satori, it's my last meal before the diet, since tomorrow I'm getting serious about it. That's a typical fatty move. Uh, Seeing Posse like that kind of kills my motivation. I'm really gonna do my best, starting tomorrow. I'm the only one exercising practicing self-control. Makes me feel like an idiot. Crunch, crunch. Maybe one more wouldn't hurt. Old Capital. So, you did nothing until today? Well, ain't that funny? You're far from getting skinnier. You've obviously gotten bigger. Plump! Well, Yuki says I'm still a cutie with a bit of chub. You're laying it on a bit thick. Like you're one to talk. Translator's note. This is a pun about our sappy talk being high in calories. Oh, there you go. You've definitely, let's see. You've definitely put on some more weight, huh? Oh, Jolt, squish, squish, sweat, sweat. Now maybe you're just seeing things. Your clothes are about to burst. You're definitely fatter. Even then, I'm still slimmer than you, aren't I? Huh? You're really saying that with that body? Poof, like you're any better. Let's see. Okay, this is not a new character. If you're so sure about that, how about I open your heart and read your actual weight? Swoop, ring. Hey, quit stooping around and hit people says without permission.
might reach 90 kilograms. I don't know what that is in freedom units.
Already over 80 kilos, huh, Parsi? You're so far gone. You're obnoxious. If you're just gonna read minds, and I'll just think about something else. Yum! Looks so good. You walked right into that one. Quit reading my mind without asking. I could just tell you're fat well at the mind tricks. I'm not even as fat as you are. I'm thinner than you. Hey, don't you squish all your flab against me. Hey, Koishi. This girl pops up everywhere, doesn't she? Who do you think is lighter, me or Parsi? You're both fat. The end. Eclair scans. Feel free to share this translation, but please just include the Sharda page. Jane T, Angie N, Angie N, Ang N, T, Chaika, Angie N, and Jenna T. Please support the work of the original artist. Um, that was bizarre. Am I just like, do I need to know the characters to find this particularly funny? I guess the one thing that was kind of funny was what was it? It was like this her thinking of food at the end to distraction. That was kind of funny. And then I wonder what the translation for would be for the high in calories and her low self talk. What would be something like you know that stress makes you fatter, which is a real thing, right? Like cortisol can make your belly bigger. Oh, all that extra stress gonna make your belly grow. I think that could have been a good way to do it. But you're laying it on a bit thick, or like, yikes, spicy tea or something. I don't know. I'd have to think of the food puns. I wonder about these characters and who they are. So, were there twins? Okay. These characters, fair enough. I just looked at this part of their hair and then I got them confused. All right, then I could picture their outfit. So I'm trying to be better about judging characters, who they are in manga. And before I used to just look at the hairstyle, and yeah, I was looking at that. Okay, hair a little different, but the outfit was different. And then when I saw her, I was like, oh, okay, similar outfit, even though it's not. I didn't realize it was a new character. And then, shut up, Butterballs. It's oddly weird. And then oddly, this happened, and they both gained weight. Um, I don't know. Did I read like feeder content? Is that what I just read? Is this like a fetish I've just read? Maybe. I wonder how it feels if I go, oh, gosh, yes, and howdy y'all. Just take with a bit of a more of a southern draw. Okay, I wonder. That's pretty funny if I if I just read this and it was just that because they bigger? I think they are, right? Near the end of it. Um, Maybe, I don't know. I will say that like I'm very big on like I am sensitive about my weight, but not in a very particular way. Where you can call me fat, sure, you can call me skinny, you can call me whatever. I don't really mind too much. But when I mean sensitive, I'm very attuned to like my weight and what not necessarily goes into it micro by micro, but sort of. I'm pretty big on calorie counting and challenging myself, whether it's, through losing a bit of weight or maybe gaining a bit of muscle, right? It's all a process. And I know how difficult it could be. So, props to them that they were like exercising and dieting, but too strict of dieting isn't good for you, right? You just need to like get rid of a few bad choices first or substitute them for healthier ones if possible and then go from there unless you're crazy like me who will go, sometimes a couple of days without eating. Safe and controlled though. I'm really curious about these characters and what they do. Um, this is gonna sound a little strange, but as I'm like going through this, how do I put this? It doesn't feel like there's a lot of motion. Not like emotion, but it feels like it's more an artist putting a character design on a page and then
there's not as much like movement as other things. I think there's attempted movement, right? Like this, that, and you could see a little bit of emotionalized like with this. But for some reason, I don't know why, it just feels like with this one, it just feels like I don't know if there's an actual argument or this feels like a drawing. And then they just kind of put these lines randomly here. I'm not, or like this. Maybe it's the angles or the lack of the background, but or just the randomness of these lines. Like this one, I think is a pretty solid. This is like I think some pretty solid attempt. Like this person's attempting to run this, and then this. I think those are good, but like more of this, I just don't feel as much motion with this here. And I know it's a very weird thing to say because you could see the lines here or this, but it feels more like an exercise in the artist trying to master these models more than produce these things. Like I think this is a small example. Like this says stretch, sure, but there's not necessarily tension here, right? They just let go of this line, so maybe there's some tension lines here. It will like make it stand out a bit more. And I think I'm being a little harsh, but I don't know. Something felt off about this comic. Maybe it is me just thinking either it's fetish content or maybe it's just that it doesn't quite feel like it's in as motion as other things. I don't know. Not a bad read. It's entertaining and I enjoyed it for what it was. I just probably wouldn't buy it, and this wouldn't make me interested in the games. I'm more curious to see what happened to these characters um than anything else. But yeah, this is such a bizarre feeling because like this was so cute and full of life. It's like okay, look at these food, and those are all tasty, right? I would eat a pizza. I've eaten way more food than I probably should ever. Popcorn is fun. The chicken legs are fun. Kind of strange. I'm not a big fan of like the bones. I like the boneless, and then the pretty patties are differently colored hamburgers. Green hamburgers you normally shouldn't eat, by the way. I found that out when I died. Anyways, random thing is that like apparently the rapture is today or tomorrow. Um, it was like a trend on TikTok. I saw an article about it that says that the rapture is gonna happen today. So, oh, this is my last moment on Earth. See, I wish the best for everybody. And this would be quite a way to end it on. With all that being said, I suppose like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for being born, y'all. Peace out.